I said enough already, but like I think this is going to be them to rut or baguette. Okay, just waiting on top strand, and we are going to be underway. People to look out for. I'm going to say, for FragMasters, I'm going to say Peter. Peter's been playing really strongly at the moment with SMG. And for OnePure, I'm going to say O's. O's a solid player constantly, and we're going to see how that plays out. Still though, I think we're going to see the knife round underway. I can only presume so, as we do see a bit of a, a couple of shotguns being taken. And obviously, FragMasters' interesting tactic here with the kind of minx stack. And there we go, we do see the first couple of frags raining in. For those of you, I've just been told that the name of the French scope is Zelken. ZLK. So Zelken, the scope for OnePure. And FragMasters looking pretty strong on this knife round, but it's not over yet, as the man we were just talking about has already taken down 2 of the FragMasters players. Looking to get that 3rd as well, as they do. Oh, he does get it the 3rd. Can he get the 4th? This is just suddenly turned around. It's all on him, and he does get it as well. Wow. The man we were just talking about has just completely ripped through the FragMasters side with his knife. And we see it go to the OnePure. And so now that was obviously just for the sides. We do see, it looks like the French have chosen to go for attack. Interesting decision. Personally, I would have gone straight for defense. Obviously, they might want to kind of have defense to fall back on, get as many rounds as they can on attack, and then just kind of be like, we did well, now let's just defend. Kind of interesting. It's all a mind game, really. This game is a mind game. Horrifically so. Just need to get the last couple of ready-ups underway. Right then. Let's get ready for some sexy Call of Duty. Minxka, obviously, I think the last time I casted him, he played absolutely amazing up against the Empire side. I think he dropped a stupid number. I think he was definitely in the 30s. Still, I think he might be another one to watch out for in this lineup at the moment. I'm just going to try and sort out my ping. I am at the moment with 200 ping, which is never good. Let's try and fix that up. Right. Let's see if that's any better. And there we go, that's already have occurred, and we are underway. So for the first round, I am going to pick it up with Minx for the FragMasters side, see how he can perform. As he does straight away, looks to be making his way towards that mid side. He's going to cast his eyes over there, try and catch a glimpse of the enemy scope. He does. Zelken down as Topstran manages to blow himself up. Interesting, it's 1 for 1 now. Technically, it's 2 frags for FragMasters, despite it being a beautiful suicide. As Blazy gets one as well. O's responding though, taking him down on that B arch. Peter holding that B side comfortably, alive although with the frag in A arch. Minxka falling, and now we see a 2v3. OnePure looking strong on that A side. RageKey making it look even stronger as Soka goes down by the planter. RageKey on the push now. Going to try and control that A arch as O's gets the bomb down. A little bit further away though, we do see alive on that top street. Planted. Just going to hold it nice and comfortably. Peter looking a little bit worse for wear, makes his way towards A arch now. 30 seconds, he's going to have to move quickly if he wants this round for his team. Just catches a glimpse of RageKey. RageKey comes out on top with the M4, and the first round goes to OnePure. Alright then, it's going to pick it up with Peter then. The SMG for FragMasters going to make his way once again towards that B site. So a very common play with the 2 SMGs on B. As already we see ZLK this time taking down Minx. We're going to see this constant exchange over that mid side as RageKey as well with a frag for OnePure. Soka, the man behind it. Blazy as well going down. Finally, Topstrand does respond. 2 frags for him. Dranner and Alive going down. As does Peter as he lands a nade onto ZLK's skull. Oh, and Peter again onto O's. Catwalk getting absolutely decimated, and suddenly RageKey, what looked so good for OnePure, has just become a complete catastrophe. 1 minute, Topschan and Peter both very strong now. Topschan on that B side. Peter holding down that bomb, foolishly put in the hands of O's. Now, RageKey making his way around that B, but I'm just going to have to check every corner. He's got plenty of time. We've got 50 seconds. He's just going to want to check every possibility. He really does not want to be crept up on. But it's not really going to happen as Topschan and Peter both locking down that bomb. O's, is he really going to be regretting that death now, as he has basically made his teammates' job very, very difficult. RageKey still hasn't really picked up the pace. The time is going down now, 30 seconds, and he really does need to be making a move now. Interested to see how he plays this. Topschan is the man he's going to meet first, as he does come up towards that Z. 20 seconds. RageKey really needs to pick the pace now. Let's see what you can do. Does come around that corner now, gets that nade out. He's going to come into contact with Topschan just behind it. Turn around. Oh, and there it is. 1-1 is your scoreline, and RageKey, that was looking pretty difficult from the start, to be fair to him. And he just showed just how difficult it was to retrieve that bomb from his teammate's corpse. Now, let's go with a live SMG for OnePure. Him and Dran are both thrown, warrioring their way towards A. Bomb yet to be picked up by this French side. But still, what looks like a relatively slow A push. Alive and Dran are both waiting for nades. None coming in yet, though. Smoke coming out from Alive. RageKey both pushes in towards that corner. Suddenly, this is looking very difficult. The only man there is Soka. Soka goes down. Very little resistance from him. And A is wide open. Minx in that corner, though. Doesn't get one onto Alive. Oh, and a nice Dave for Peter. Stops that plan in its tracks. O's receiving it. Minx going down, though, from Drana. Suddenly, a 3v2. Once again, it is OnePure who are at the disadvantage. Topschan in that A arch. Drana does retrieve that bomb. He's going to try and draw out the fire. Pretty sure we're going to see a fake coming in from Drana. There it is. And now he's just stealth. Does actually catch a glimpse of someone's head way in that mark. It is Topschan, as his teammate does put in. It's Blazy putting some spray onto that bomb. Nothing for it, though, as it is another fake. Drana taking his time. He's got plenty of it. And him and ZLK dance around that bomb site. Blazy carefully watching that planter. Really does not want to over-peek, I should say. I'm not sure if that's a word, but he's going to be today. Drana once again fakes it, trying to draw out Topschan's fire. Topschan's really not going to make a push. Drana's going to be the man to do it, but oh, lovely play from Drana. Risk taking that bomb, but he has really pulled that off. Blazy now does get the fragment to ZLK, but we see Drana way over on that B side. Nice play from him. And surely, if he plays this right, this should be his round. Blazy, though, making his fastest rotate he can possibly make. Wall running at every opportunity as the bomb has gone down, and Drana has managed to get away. Oh, and this is Drana's round. I would be surprised if Blazy pulls this one off. Nonetheless, you can't put it past him. Blazy is a really strong SMG and an amazing troll. And we're going to see how this comes to his disadvantage. Oh, and Blazy spots Drana. Drana, a peek he really couldn't afford to make as a fake comes out from Blazy. Drana's going to have to peek it. And Blazy knows this. Another fake coming out from him. Drana's just going to check it. Does actually catch a glimpse of him. And once again, makes the retreat. Blazy on the push. This is where the time just becomes a little bit of it in his favour. There it is, the B3. Not willing to let those 10 seconds be wasted. As straight away we see the suicide and the second round both arrive for OnePure. Right then, who have we got here? Let's go with Alive once again, as he has really been making strong progress on the A side. Let's get tagged actually. And Alive did receive Minx's bullet, but took it like a man and is way back now in that market. On his push with him is Drana. This little SMG duo really strong at the moment, as Soka does chime in with a frag onto RageKey on that A side once again. Blazy as well on that B arch. Drana receiving it. Now, once again, OnePure at that one-man disadvantage. They really need to kind of sort out. Alive does hear the scope. They're going to come into contact with Minx. Minx once again tagging him. That's 2 tags on the same player for Minx. Surely he's going to finish him off. Finally does land the deagle. And we see ZLK left hand. Doesn't last very long as Peter mops it up. And we do see 2-2. I need to call him Zelkin. I need to start calling him ZLK. Zelkin, the OnePure scope. Right then, let's go with him and then see if once again, when I mention him, he does perform. He's going to look to get that player on the cross to B. The smoke's making it even a little bit more difficult for him, though. Drana, first blood to him, takes down Topschan on that mid. Nade from him, trying to take down the numbers on B. Very little opening frags this round. ZLK playing it very cautious, just going to check every possibility. Understandably so. Peter on the arch. Oh, but it's Alive to pick up the frag. Soka once again going down. Soka has been given the difficult job of that AAK, and so far it has not been going too well for him. 1 for 4, and constantly a very easy A attack for Wompure. Once again, we see the bomb going down. No resistance from FragMasters is going to occur, apart from that nade, once again from Peter, and this time it didn't land. This is where the kind of mindset of COD 4 does emerge. We see them just realising that Peter is alive, and he's most likely going to save that nade, especially being an SMG. And they avoid it. That's brilliant play from Wompure. Still, though, 2v2. Round is not over yet. Rage Key dancing around that planter, really waiting for that push from Blazy. Blazy, once again, very cautious play, and justifiably so. Both SMGs for FragMasters kind of holding hands in that A arch. ZLK going to push it, though. Does drop the bomb. Doesn't want to be caught in it with it in his hands. Does succeed as both Rage Key and him pick up the frags and bring it to 3-2. Lovely play once again from Wompure. And really, you have to respect that. That was really solid play from the French side. Alright then, for FragMasters, let's pick up with Blazy. Haven't really followed him from the start yet, as he does make his way towards B. Defensive SMG. Let's see how these guys play. Peter and him both making their way down that street. Both flashes coming out onto Z and Wooden. Blazy playing more aggressive, though, on the B arch. Just push out into Market, knowing that this Market control is so key to the rounds on City. Still, though, the A side, once again, looks to be getting some heavy French population, as 2v2 has emerged from the ridiculously fast exchange of frags. Drana up front, though. Topston has already gone down to him. He's about to encounter Peter. Peter heavily tagged, as is Drana. This is going to get messy. Does come up on top as ZLK mops it up once again. 4-2 is your scoreline, and really strong play from the French side at the moment. Right then. Let's go with Soka. Let's just see what's going wrong. Try to find out what's making his job so difficult, and what the Wompure side are going so right. This is what, now if we see Minx actually coming to support him, maybe realising he can't do this on his own. Nothing for him, though, as no opening frags do occur. Those car park nades, you would think we're going to get something. This time, though, it looks to be seeing a really strong B push. Drana already with 2. Peter and Blazy to go down. That is the SMG duo on B already silenced. This looks like a very fast O's getting that bomb down into that car. And wow, Minx, last man standing already. Full bomb does go down now. 40 seconds and 5 enemies to take down. Just about one on top of the arch. Rage Key's there in Wooden as well, and does take him down. M4 Carbine, really not a disadvantage for him at the moment. 6-4 is his score, and 5-2 for his team. Really strong play from them. Now, let's see FragMasters try and change things up. They know what they're doing at the moment isn't working, as Minx does try and get the opening frag onto Zelkin. There we go, said it right this time. Still, 3 players for FragMasters on the A side, justifiably so, as we see the French side once again storming into that. Blazy does take down 1. Rage Key responding, silencing him though, and suddenly Soka does finally chime in with a frag onto the A side. Rage Key does quickly respond though, and this is just that kind of tit for tat. As soon as you get a frag on the A side, the Wompure side are right back at you. Nice defensive play from Minx there as he does take down Rage Key, and now suddenly FragMasters at the advantage. O's in a bit of a sticky situation on that well. Does take down Topson though on A arch. Minxka surely could get the peek onto him. Still feeling a little bit worse for wear though, considering Zelkin's positioning in car park. And now this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I like to think of as a standoff. O's knows he wants to rotate, but he's positive Peter's going to be there. Peter is. Oh, and O's and Peter dueling it out. Oh, and he comes out on top. And 1v1. Z now scope v scope. Actually, ZLK has got the SMG, but that does not stop him pulling out the scope. Nothing happens though in that exchange over the mid street. 30 seconds. Oh, a little bit of dance in that AR. She's got plenty of time. He's actually going to go for the full plant. Hoping Minx is going to call it.
Explosives planted.
And the deagle from Minx does end that duel very swiftly. As we see the defuse coming out. And FragMasters going to want to claw back as many rounds as they can. They have got the defensive side, which is debatably the easier one.
Explosives diffused.
So, 5-3. Very strong play. Like, again, I need to stop saying it, but it's strong play from the Frenchies. Le baguette, c'était très bon. So I want to pick it up now once again with Alive. Alive, really strong SMG at the moment. Does get this nade out into Market. Doesn't want to come into contact with these mid nades. Actually successfully nading that scope. Was Minx that received the tag, but nothing for it though. Now casually making his way into Market. This Market control is key. Lancer tags heavily onto Topsgen. Topsgen does go down though from his teammate. O's putting that spray onto Dog. Oh, and Peter wasn't even looking. Does receive as Minx does respond though, taking down Drana. Drana Gonna regret that one as Alive does put the pressure onto Minx. Minx surely gonna go down to this one. Oh, actually that's a tag. That is so unlucky. Should have been his frag, but this 98 damage from that sniper rifle just shot out into the Frenchman's leg, and it was not gonna happen for him. Blazy though with one. Doesn't get the second as Alive is there, and 6-3. Another round for One Pure. Right, let's go with one of FragMasters. Who have we got? Let's go with an AK. Let's go with Topschen. Topschen has been playing market, trying to control that market from the SMGs, but let's be honest, the smokes make it so difficult. See how he's straight away having to push straight down deep into market. Quite a vulnerable position for an AK player, especially considering how vulnerable he is to the catwalk area. Still though, a fast A once again. One Pure with 2 already on that side. O's already fakes it, trying to draw out those FragMasters players. Well, I should say those remaining FragMasters players, as still only 2 remain. Minx has got a bit of a job ahead of him in that A house, waiting for the push, but a wallbang from ZLK. What was that? Wow. Oh, and dearie me, Topschen, last man standing in that top A house, is going to come into contact with one on the push. Just missed catching a glimpse of him on that planter. Going to mean he's feeling a little bit more confident than he should. He's about to come into contact with one. It is Ragekey. Ragekey is about to spot him, surely does. Heavily tagging, but Topschen on the retreat. Does pull his SMG for that close combat bonus. Does benefit from it. Nice play from him. Ragekey goes down. And now 2 remain. O's and... what is his name? Zelkin. Zelkin. I'll write down a little poster in front of my screen. But a tag from Zelkin and a suicidal leap from Topschen end that round swiftly. It's 7-3. And One Pure looking absolutely dominant on the A side. They've found FragMasters' weakness at the moment. The way they attack that A site so swiftly and almost undeterred by their car park nades, it's just this hell for them at the moment. Still, with a bit of variation, we do see that B push coming out. O's the man with a bomb for One Pure. Let's see how this round plays out. No opening frags as you see the tag on from O's onto Topschen on that mid once again. O's now making his way into that B side. And look at this FragMasters. They're all... there's no players on that B side. They were predicting another A, and straight away they're at B. This is just so unlucky for FragMasters. Just sheer timing and clever play from the French. As Blazy and Drana both a deagle frag for each side. Drana quickly receiving a bullet to the head though from Minx. As One Pure at the disadvantage. One man down. Little bits of exchange of fire. Blazy does look to be pushing that B arch. It's Topschen, I tell a lie. As he does get that smoke out, going to look to try and get towards that bomb. Is he going to hold it? No, he isn't. He's just trying to fake it, trying to get One Pure's locations well and truly known. As he does catch a glimpse of one onward, and oh, and this is a little bit of a smoke dance. As the spray comes out with that AK, both guns, no ammo remaining, and suddenly the time's not looking too good. He's going to have to hold it, but all he needs to do, O's just needs to stop that defuse. Does come around the corner. Blazy needs to stop him. This is not looking good for O's. Oh, finally Blazy comes out top. What should have been a much less stressful round for FragMasters became it. But finally, the round does go to FragMasters. That is going to be a sigh of relief for them, as that defuse could have so easily been stopped. 2 AK bullets, and that round was One Pure's. O's is going to be killing himself for that one. Still, though, Peter finally actually making his way towards B, realising his mistake from the previous round. As it looks to be, so stressful. It looks to be a bit more of a mid-push now from One Pure. This is such variation in their attack, and it's so nice to see Joanna the only man on B, on that B arch. And Peter looks to kind of push up catwalk, maybe. He is going into Wooden now. Alive and ZLK both already on frags. The 2A players, Soka and Minx, have gone down. AK and Scope falling to their death. Peter and Blazy as well, collapsing on the A side now, all on Topschen, the mid AK. Oh, and Topschen is such a horrible position. No bullets left in every weapon. He's been pushed by 4 different players, and there it is. Finally, the 8-4 does arrive on the scoreboard, and a very good half for One Pure. Might be difficult for FragMasters to bring this one back. And we're just in half time. Just going to try and get those ready ups, and I will be right back. Okay then, I am back. Sorry about that. Must stay hydrated, otherwise my poor little vocal cords will collapse. I am here and back, and once again we do see FragMasters looking strong. Despite being one man down, make that two men down as Minx and Blazy, the last two men standing. Minx quickly firing it back though, two in quick succession. RageKey and ZLK both being destroyed by that RAL 700. And now Blazy and him, two comrades, man on a mission, both making their way up that B street. Going to cast his eyes towards Catwalk, nothing for it though, as Alive and Drana both near Laundry. Going to keep those clothes nice and clean for the current encounter. It's going to be Blazy to open up onto Live, nice reactions from him. And now the search begins for Drana. Drana casually chilling in Laundry, admiring the quite, I'm going to say, small choice in clothes. You can either have the blue shirt or the green one. But nonetheless, they do continue. He's just going to play his time. They really need to get hold of that bomb. Nice nade from Drana, but it's not going to come to much use as Blazy just finally arrives at the nade location. Let's retrieve the bomb now and looks to make his way over towards the B side. Minx is actually on there. You're going to encounter him. Drana takes him down, and now Drana... Oh, and Drana has picked up this rotate. He's going to actually catch Blazy completely off guard. Blazy's going to be forced to hold this bomb. And Drana surely... Oh, but he hasn't got just far enough. He's going to let Blazy get that bomb down.
Planted.
Oh, and I thought Drana was going to be able to stop him in his tracks as he does catch it. He knows where Blazy's gone. Blazy in that car park. Blazy has caught a glimpse of Drana, though. And this is where that AK is going to come in very handy for Drana. Smoke coming out from him. Blazy has moved, though. And oh, nice play from Blazy. Moving when he should. And 5-8 is your score. Blazy top fragging, and top fragging for a reason. Let's give him some airtime now. Where is Blazy? There you are, Blazy. SMG for FragMasters now, making his way towards mid. In fact, completely no resistance. Oh, and I spoke too soon. Alive with a very cheeky nade on that stairs. Meets the only man for a frag for FragMasters so far. Really aggressive play on that A side. We see an SMG Alive pushing up car park. 3 players remain for FragMasters, all on catwalk, all strutting their stuff with their newly bought blue and green shirts. Obviously, Minx spending too much time on that catwalk is really getting a little bit too vulnerable as he doesn't come into contact with one in wood and trying to land the no-scope. Doesn't, and again, Live comes around that corner and mops up that one. Now Soka is going to go down as well to Alive's SMG. Nice play from Alive, 3 frags that round, and 9-5. Suddenly that 9 looks a little bit too intimidating for FragMasters. FragMasters going to really want to change what they are doing still. We haven't really seen that change in play that I think they need to be making. Let's go with Minx now as we look to be seeing a really aggressive A from FragMasters, all proning, really cautious of any sort of A nades. But now the push begins. Smoke and nades coming out from FragMasters. Soka leading that path though. Peter's the first to go down, as is Soka now. Alive with another double onto FragMasters. Wow, Alive is doing his job beautifully on that A side, and suddenly the rotate bit looks to be occurring from FragMasters. What was started off as such a fast A push has become a little bit of kind of tail between the legs, though Topschan does try and bring it back. O's falling to his AK. Topschan and Minxka now last men standing, really. Blazy looking a little bit out of the action at the moment. Does carry the bomb and does finally look to be joining them. Makes his way to get that nade out, trying to stop any sort of push. I think his nade, is that A-Arch? He's going to try and get that nade out to A-Arch. No, he isn't. He's going to chuck it towards Planter. Oh, and there is a man to receive it. RageKey does go down, Alive with his 3rd frag though onto Topschan. Finally going to get taken down by Blazy. Blazy really coming into his zone now on this attack. RageKey last man stand, not RageKey, because he just got caught by a nade. Yeah, it is actually Drana. Nice Pro 1 bug there. Drana knows where Minxka is, does actually tag him up a little bit as he looks to be rich. Oh, is this a rotate? This is a rotate. FragMasters both sprinting. Oh, it was a fake. Oh, how cheeky is that? Drana thought it was safe to peek and 2 players were there to receive him at the top of the arch. And wow, nice play from him, and 6-9 is your scoreline. Let's go ahead and pick up with scopes, and let's go with, I'm going to tell you his name once again because I have definitely not forgotten. It is, but of course, Zelkan. Let's go with Zelkan, ZLK. As no opening frags have occurred. Finally Alive going down to his nemesis Blazy. 2 really strong SMGs for their teams this game. Topschan as well with a frag onto Drana. Both SMGs now down for the French. And this should surely be a FragMasters round. Both SMGs have played such a key part in all of these 1-kill rounds. It's going to be interesting to see how they play without them. ZLK with a nice frag onto Blazy though. As I take a sip of orange juice because I am dying. There it is, still. Zelkan chilling at the top of the street. Topschan with his 2nd. Minxka as well, chiming in with his 1st. ZLK going down, and now all on the innocent O's. O's the AAK, and suddenly The AAK doesn't look too strong as all those players are around that B side. Minx searching for that frag at the top of the street. Only a head to see though. As O's does return to the top street. Not going to want to come into contact with Minx as he does once again sprint up. Every bit of cover is good cover for him at the moment. Does actually catch him to Minx. Minx knows he doesn't really need to peek. Just waste some time. 27 seconds is the exact time he needs to waste. As he does get tagged up, as does O's. And this is definitely another FragMasters round. Looks we're going to see a 7-9 emerge. Peter to confirm that for us. And suddenly 7-9 not looking so difficult. Or as difficult as the 5-9 we saw 2 rounds ago. Okay, then going to pick it up with another FragMasters player. See how they do play this attack. Peter, the man to watch at the moment, does actually... Oh, there's orange juice everywhere. Oh my god. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to take a quick break as there is now orange juice absolutely everywhere. Just going to give you some music or some silence with the game sounds as I'll be back as soon as I can. This is not good. Oh, okay. Right, sorry about that. Whew. Sticky commentary to continue now. As Peter and Topstron both once again prone in that ace, I really try to watch out for those French nades on the car park. Nothing for it though. Blazy once again the man with the bomb. Interesting to see an SMG with the bomb. It's definitely worth noting that is not the usual state of play. Zelkin towards that car park, hoping to see a peek, but nothing for him though. FragMasters slowing this one down, hoping that just like that aggressive SMG play is going to get a little bit too aggressive, and we're going to see them push them, which is what FragMasters are hoping for. Still though alive, managing to take down one. Not going to get the second as Peter comes around that corner with a rocket in his pocket. Blazy as well, looking to pick up the frag onto O's. O's playing the waiting game. Does actually get heard and sprayed, but not going to go down, as he does continue to chill in that top A house. Does actually catch a glimpse of one about to make their way up that stairs. This is good spotting from O's. He's going to just surely wait for that player. The player obviously is Peter, and this can only go one way, Peter. This is not going to go well for you. There it is, O's destroying his back. Spine and all ruined by that AK-47. Digital camo obviously playing a part in that. 24 seconds now. Topstran's spray does pull up, does actually come to success. Stranner as well onto Topstran, stopping that corner, coming to much more use. Is he okay with the tag onto Blazy? Blazy sprinting. Oh, and he's made it. Plenty of time to spare as he does make his way towards the B site. Gonna get that bomb down. Nothing really there to stop him, apart from Ragekey. Actually, Ragekey has made his way so fast up the top of the street.
Planted.
Oh, but his whereabouts do become aware, but it's not gonna do much as he does pick up the frag into the skull of Blazy. 11-7 is your scoreline. And it's worth noting that both O's and Soka, both players that have been the AAK on this map, are bottom of the scoreboard right now. Now, as a player that used to play the AAK, I can completely sympathise with these guys. This is a horrible role to play. Undoubtedly, it's the best way to play it, but it's such a horrible role to be faced with, especially when teams are so aware of what the possibilities are. I actually see a nade kill exchange between Scope, Zelkin coming out on top though. Ragekey as well with the frag onto Soka. Blazy trying to respond, alive, unfazed by this, does take him down, and now 4v2, make that 3v2 as Peter does get the frag onto Alive. Alive, such a key player at the moment, 24 frags, top of the scoreboard for 1 pure. O's though, the man we were just talking about, does pick up the frag alongside Zelkin, and 12-7, match point now for 1 pure. Let's see how this rolls out for them. I'm going to go with a FragMasters player. I want to see some aggressive play from them. Let's go with Blazy. Bomb in hand once again. See, they seem so tempted by this A site, and yet every time they go, it really is not working for them at the moment. Smoke, I presume, coming out from 1Pure. So we see Peter the first to go down. This is not looking too good for FragMasters. Alive, ready to receive them. Soka, surely aware of his positioning. Alive really does need to do nothing but wait. As he does sit in that corner, can hear almost all of the players. Another smoke coming out from them. It's right next to them, literally a wall between them. As Alive does hear one crossing towards that corner. It's not going to move though. Soka with one. Blazy goes down. Bomb now in the hands of Alive. Toxgen does spot him though. Quickly, his life is short-lived though, as Zilka quickly responds. And 3v2. Made that 1v3. Minska, last man standing in, could not be any more crucial this round for Minska. Does get heavily tagged, casting his eyes towards Planter. He knows what he has got to do, and this task is looking all the more difficult now, as he does see one player making his way up behind him. It is ZLK. He does actually pick up an SMG from his teammate. Ragekey did not need to be showing his head then. Does actually get taken down. That's going to get taken down by Zelkin. Nice play from Zelkin. And 13-7. Very well played from the 1Pure side. Undeniably so. And only 7 rounds for FragMasters. So that is game, set, and match. 1Pure, the victors of this one in this EMS game. And ladies and gentlemen, that was really strong play from both sides. And